and I was born in 1941. And my mother took me up on horseback.
Oh wow!
In her arms when I was 8 months old.
To the top of
the top of the mountain on that trail. See, and then the following summer again. That was his last summer up there. So I was a year old then. So that's me here.
Just able to walk.
That's me, and that's my grandson.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was about probably 6 years old. And we would go every summer. We'd go up there, and my dad would tell stories. And so this first trail I ever hiked on, that was a Forest Service trail.
From the road up to the cabin.
Up to the cabin. There was a place where it was real steep and it had probably about 3 or 4 switchbacks like this. And to me, he says, but it upsets me so much, he says, that some people still, when they come up here to see me, they take shortcuts across it. He says, people should not do that, you know, and that still stays with me.
Oh.
I dislike that. I still see that, you know. It's amazing. I was born and raised in New Mexico, okay, northern New Mexico. And we would come to Albuquerque only for the state fair with my parents. And I would see this mountain. And I didn't really pay attention until the tram was put in. That caught my attention.
Sure.
Okay. And then I heard that a road had been built around the backside to the top. And when I came here, I discovered that the west side is so different from the east side. And that it is, because in 86, 87, 88, I hiked all over. And there's some pretty rugged places on this mountain.
There are.
And so that makes it really special. So the view that you get when you're looking at it from the west side, up here, is beautiful, but it does not tell the story about how rugged it is.
Okay, so I moved to Albuquerque in 1979 to work at Sandia Labs, and at the time I was a trail runner. That was actually when trail running, or running in general, just was starting. So I actually learned a lot of the trails in the Sandias from running them. One that would really get to me would be the Oso Ridge, the last part. Have you done that?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just so steep, but it's just like straight up.
That's at mile like 85.
That's great planning. Now, that trail matured over the years. I first did it, I'm sure 20 years ago, and it's gotten easier and easier to follow. I'm sure. A nice loop that I like is to go just up Oso Ridge about 2 miles, and you can drop down to Impedida. And when I ever write about that area, I always talk about the meadows near South Peak. It's the only place in the mountain with such meadows. And then you go through that Aspen Grove, and you're nominally a 10-mile hike from anybody else. Trying to find Chimney Canyon for the first time. So now there's a pretty well established turnoff from the Crest Trail. I would say the descriptions that I had read before I wrote the book were not very descriptive. And so I looked down, I said, okay, I looked down from the Crest Trail and go, there's this big rock formation that's going just like that.
Looks like a chimney.
That must be the chimney. I'm looking over it this way. And I went down, and I had to go through those limestone bands. I couldn't get back up.